Urbanization, a global phenomenon, is reshaping societies and landscapes. It is a multifaceted process involving intricate sociological, economic, demographic, and geographical changes. Cities are becoming magnets, attracting people from rural areas and transforming the human geography of nations. India, with its rich history and diverse population, is undergoing a particularly dramatic urban transformation. This essay will explore the multifaceted journey of urbanization in India, delving into its historical evolution, analyzing the drivers and consequences, and highlighting the challenges and opportunities it presents. From ancient cities to modern metropolises, India's urban landscape reflects its complex past and its dynamic present. We will examine the different phases of urbanization in India, from the ancient settlements to the post-independence boom, and explore the factors that have shaped this process. The essay will also analyze the challenges posed by rapid urbanization, including overcrowding, poverty, and environmental degradation, and discuss the importance of sustainable urban planning for India's future. Understanding the dynamics of urbanization is crucial for policymakers, urban planners, and citizens alike to create inclusive, resilient, and sustainable cities for the future. India's urban journey is a microcosm of the global urban transition, offering valuable lessons for other developing nations. Urbanization in India is not a recent phenomenon. It has a long and fascinating history, dating back to the dawn of civilization. Over millennia, cities have sprung up, flourished, and sometimes declined, leaving behind a rich tapestry of urban forms and experiences. To understand the present, we must delve into the past and trace the trajectory of urbanization in India through different historical epochs.
The earliest cities in India emerged in the Indus Valley civilization around 2500 BCE. These cities, such as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, were marvels of urban planning, with sophisticated drainage systems, grid-like street layouts, and large public buildings. The rise and fall of empires, the emergence of new religions, and the growth of trade all played a role in shaping the urban landscape of ancient and medieval India. During the Mughal period, from the 16th to the 18th centuries, cities like Delhi, Agra, and Lahore flourished as centers of power, commerce, and culture. The Mughals, known for their architectural grandeur, left an indelible mark on the urban fabric of India, with magnificent forts, mosques, and gardens. As we move closer to the modern era, the arrival of European colonial powers, particularly the British, marked a turning point in the history of urbanization in India. The British transformed existing cities and established new ones, driven by their economic and administrative imperatives. It is this colonial encounter that laid the foundation for the contemporary urban landscape of India. By understanding this historical evolution, we can better grasp the deep roots of urbanization in India and appreciate the complex interplay of factors that have shaped its cities over centuries.
The arrival of the British in the 18th century marked a new era in the urbanization of India. Colonial rule had a profound impact on the country's urban landscape, leading to the emergence of new cities and the transformation of existing ones. The British, driven by their economic interests, developed cities as centers of administration, trade, and industry, reshaping the urban geography of India.
One of the most significant features of British colonialism was the development of port cities like Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. These cities served as gateways for trade with Europe and played a pivotal role in the colonial economy. The British invested heavily in the infrastructure of these cities, building ports, railways, and administrative buildings. The British also established new urban centres known as hill stations in the cooler mountainous regions of India. These hill stations, such as Shimla, Darjeeling, and Ooty, served as retreats for British officials escaping the heat of the plains. They also developed a distinct architectural character, reflecting a blend of British and local styles. Another significant development during the colonial period was the emergence of industrial townships. Cities like Kanpur, Jamshedpur, and Ahmedabad witnessed the growth of textile mills, steel plants, and other industries. These industrial centres attracted a large influx of workers from rural areas, leading to significant population growth and the expansion of urban areas. The colonial period, while marking a significant shift in India's urban trajectory, also planted the seeds of some of the challenges that continue to plague its cities today. The rapid growth of cities under British rule often occurred without adequate planning or investment in basic services, leading to problems of overcrowding, sanitation, and social inequality.
India's independence in 1947 ushered in an era of unprecedented urban growth. Freed from the constraints of colonial rule, the country embarked on a path of planned development, with industrialization and modernization as key objectives. This period witnessed a rapid increase in the urban population, driven by both natural increase and migration from rural areas.
The post-independence government recognized the importance of cities as engines of economic growth and invested heavily in urban infrastructure and industrial development. New industrial townships were established and existing cities expanded to accommodate the growing workforce. The Green Revolution in agriculture, which led to increased agricultural productivity, also contributed to rural-urban migration as people sought better opportunities in cities. However, this rapid urbanization also brought with it a host of challenges. The influx of people into cities far outstripped the capacity of urban governments to provide adequate housing, sanitation, and other basic services. Slums and squatter settlements proliferated, becoming a ubiquitous feature of the urban landscape. Despite these challenges, the post-independence period also saw significant efforts to improve urban governance and planning. New institutions were established to manage urban development, and master plans were formulated for major cities. The concept of urban planning gained prominence, with a focus on providing housing, transportation, and other essential services to the growing urban population. The post-independence era marked a period of both opportunities and challenges for urban India. While cities emerged as centers of economic growth and social mobility, they also faced immense pressure from rapid population growth and inadequate infrastructure. This period laid the foundation for the urban landscape of contemporary India, with its mix of modern amenities and persistent challenges. Urbanization in India is not just a simple process of people moving to cities. It's, well, a complex interplay of various factors. Economic growth, migration patterns, government policies, and even cultural shifts all play a role. It's like a big puzzle, where each piece affects the others. The economic factors driving urbanization in India are, quite significant. Industrialization and the growth of the service sector have created numerous job opportunities in urban areas. People are moving to cities in search of better employment prospects, higher wages, and improved living standards. This migration is, in many ways, a response to the economic disparities between rural and urban regions.
Urbanization in India presents a complex reality. We see rapid development, but also significant challenges in planning and infrastructure. It's a delicate balance to maintain. Slums are often referred to as the shadow cities within our urban landscapes. They highlight the stark contrast between wealth and poverty, and the pressing need for inclusive urban policies.
Urbanization requires a balancing act. We must weigh economic growth against environmental sustainability. It's crucial to develop cities that are not only prosperous, but also green and livable.
As we navigate the urban future, the lessons of the past and present will guide us. India's journey of urbanization is ongoing, and with thoughtful planning, we can create cities that are vibrant, inclusive, and sustainable.